Hey everybody, so today we are going to check out the Classy Glassy from Detail Company from the House of Rags. My windshield has been beaten up over the last year, and so it's time to actually redo it. If you watched my original glass coating video, I had right there, I had Ethos glass coating, and then in the middle I did the Glaco Ultra 99. And then I didn't have anything over on the side over my shoulder right here. Okay, but I actually started using some, the new PNS Reflect, I think it's called. But anyway, that actually is pretty good for just a spray. But anyway, everything lasted basically 6 months over here because I noticed I drive a lot of city driving. I'm on the highway driving city, and I have to use my wipers a lot, okay guys? There's a lot of water spray and not a lot of water rain, okay? And when you're in the city, you just get a lot of stuff. So today we are going to polish this all off, install the Classy Glassy, okay? Now, this was supplied to me by the House of Rags. I wanna say thank you, Eddie. And he said, hey, no need to mention this, but I wanna keep things honest with you guys. So when you buy it, and this is honestly a really cheap coating. In fact, this is a 30 ml bottle, okay guys? 30 ml bottle. All right, so you're gonna get a couple cars worth out of this. And I think it's like 35 bucks. So this is one of the best deals. Well, as long as it works, we're gonna test that. As long as it works, this is one of the best deals in glass coating. So when you buy it, it's gonna come in a box, okay? The barbershop looking pole thing, the retro box, and it's gonna have the applicator pad. Now, the instructions are simple, and we'll go over them again. Apply 15 to 20 drops on the applicator, wipe it on the windshield, okay? It's gonna sweat and bead up, okay? The sweating is like beading, it'll look like sweat beads, okay? It's gonna do that, and then you, 60 seconds later, you just buff to clear. So we're gonna do that and test it out. So let's get going. All right, guys, so the tools today, in fact, let me kind of go over this really quick here. All right, because I have a temperature meter. Let me bring it in, okay? So currently it is 75.2 degrees outside, so it's plenty warm. It is March, I don't even know what today is, March 14th. So it is March 14th, 75 degrees, first warm day of the year. So what we're gonna be using today is obviously the Classy Glassy, okay, the new glass coating, and it says 1 to 2 year protection. Honestly, if I have to reapply it at the end of the summer, I'm okay with that because, like I said, my windshield gets a beating, but we're gonna polish it off. I have an intermediate pad on my Rupes, just a 15 millimeter. All right, I have some the clean spray polish I'm gonna use with that. I'm gonna I'm gonna get all that off with a couple old coating towels from Autoality, actually. Then panel prep with Detail Company panel prep, just to make sure that the windshield, everything's clean. And then I'm going to be using the House of Rags. They have a level 1, which is the lighter color, and then the final level, they call it, which is the darker one, to do the level and buff step, I guess, that you do with a coating. All right, so according to Pan, when you use this polish, 2 sprays onto your pad, and then you're good to go. So we're just gonna do that. All right, 2 sprays to start. Let's get buffing. All right. Let's get to the other side. All right. This side's polished. Let me do the other side of the window so that we can do the whole thing all at once. All right, I got the windshield polished. Now I'm just gonna panel prep. I'm gonna make sure all that polish is gone. And I know there's a lot of people who say, hey, it doesn't matter what panel prep spray you use. Okay, I'm of the state of mind that, the company formulated it to work a certain way, and when they test it, they're going to test it with their coatings, okay? And so it's going to work. Like there's no doubt in your mind that it should work. And honestly, I mean, this stuff is super slick. It smells good anyway, so why not use it? Now, you know the glass is clean when you got the panel prep spray, you know it's going on there, and then you flip the towel and it's all grabby and your towel wants to bunch up on you and not move, and it's, you know, making all kinds of noises. You know it's clean. So we got our applicator. You always want to shake the bottle. Shake it well. I've shaken it a bunch of times already, so I'm not going to shake it too much on camera. All right. I mean, I learned this long ago. Always, you know, sometimes this stuff's under pressure. If it was in a hot car or something like that, out sitting in the sun, whatever. This might be under pressure. You always want to make sure you open it away from yourself. In fact, you could see it's actually bubbling out of here, and some of it squirted into the lid. So if I was looking at that, it might have actually squirted right on me. So I'm glad I opened it away from me. So in fact, let me see. The last thing I need is my phone, because we want a timer going, because it says 60 seconds right on the direction. So we're going to prime our pad. In fact, let me bring you in. All right, that's way more than 20, but our pad is completely primed now. Let's get it on the window. All right, guys, we got our primed pad. We're just gonna go and hit half. Now you could probably go in different directions, but I noticed because it's windy, this is already flashing off. And I don't want it to sit. In fact, let me start this, because I could see it's already like flashing off. It's almost already sweat. Yeah, like this is flashing off really quick for me, and it's been like 20 seconds. I see some of the beading, a little bit. I don't even think I could catch this on camera, guys, because it's so minute. You almost have to look at it from a certain direction and a certain color here. So we're at 40 seconds. I want to bring you in. Hopefully, I don't know if you could see this. I added a lot of drops. I'm hoping you could see where my finger is right there. So that is sweating off all that water. You know, that's a sweating coating right there. Those water, that little beads. So we're gonna buff. Very nice. So apparently the trick is you put a lot of product on the applicator. Don't wait too long. That feels nice. But we're gonna test it. We're gonna test it in the rain. So yeah, let's go see. I'm not even sure we're gonna need that second towel, the final level towel. Okay, we're at a minute. So let's buff this off. All right. Well, I'm gonna tell you, a minute was probably too long, because I could see my application lines. Oh, there we go. Yep. Just needed a little bit more pressure. I don't think I'm gonna wait a minute on the other half. And when they say 15 to 20 drops, I would apply a lot. I would go pretty heavy, to be honest, because a really thin layer, it beads, it sweats, it beads really quick. If you wait a minute, I'm thinking 1 minute might actually be a little bit too long. So let's hit the other side. I'm gonna re-up this thing with a whole lot more. Oh, there we go. We have a nice thick layer going on now. Let me do that really quick. Make sure we hit all the stuff. And I'm gonna do for the final cross, I'm gonna go, or for the final cross hatch, I'm gonna go up and down. Yeah, I already see it's already flashed actually, and it's been about 35 seconds. I see the sweat beads, they're already going away. So I'm actually gonna start leveling. And even now, yeah, it's a little bit, you gotta put a little bit of pressure to get this off. Don't be afraid. You're not gonna hurt it, it's glass. Okay guys, well, it was literally that easy. I'm doing this in the shade. Okay, I'm doing this in the shade, but it is outside. I think it flashed way faster because of the wind. Okay, so they do say on the website, on the House of Rags website, wait, you know, it's 60 seconds. They say 60 seconds, buff it off. I think the wind, you know, it caused it to flash a lot faster. But I mean, it's at 60 seconds, I think it was way more than done. I think I probably could have waited maybe 30 seconds or something like that. So, but I don't see an issue. I don't see any more of the application marks here when I'm looking. It's supposed to rain really heavy all day tomorrow, so we're gonna check this out. We're gonna go for a ride. All right, guys, so Classy Glassy from the House of Rags. Easy application. I think I waited a little bit too long, like I just said. I think if you're outside, you can let it, you know, it'll flash really quick. But just going over this with my, actually, you know what? Just going over this with my hand right now, it's getting smoother and smoother, slicker and slicker as the minutes go by, literally. So it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So in a minute, let's go, well, let's just check out the water properties, and we're not gonna spray this with a pressure washer to see what it looks like. We're gonna do a road test, and we're gonna see what this actually looks like from inside the car. So let's get going. Extremely hydrophobic. I mean, depending on the wind direction, it starts sheeting at roughly 30, you know, and just goes up from there. Larger water beads obviously evacuate much faster than smaller ones, but all right, guys, so anyway, I just want to say, you know, this coating, if, like, when I applied it, it was super windy outside, and it was, there's no way I could wait 30 seconds unless I applied a lot, like a thick layer to it because of the wind. It flashed off way too quick. If you're working inside, wait those 60 seconds. You know, I got maybe 30 before I was able to level it off, you know, without too much trouble. But put a thinner coat on if you're working inside. If it's a little bit cooler outside, put a thin coat on. If it's windier like I was outside, put a thicker coat on, and you know, worry about it that way. So you know, but it works great. And you know, I just want to appreciate everybody for watching this video. And if you want to grab a bottle for yourself, use code TOD10, save you 10%, 35 bucks a bottle. You're gonna get it for like 32 bucks, $31.50, something like that. And honestly, even if you apply it super thick like I did, you're gonna get like 2 cars out of the bottle. No problem whatsoever. Or maybe a half a dozen cars if you're just doing the front windshield. So, and well, we're gonna check out the longevity of this over the summer and just see how it behaves. So, in fact, let me show you that side window, because I did show you a little clip of the side window, what it looked like when I did it with the, like when I applied it heavy and showed you those beads. So let me just show you that really quick. And then actually this back glass was last coated with that Ethos from last spring. So you can see the difference. So back glass, so it is hydrophobic, but you could see, you know, the panel was flooding. Now, if I do that on the front, huge difference. All right, there you go, guys. Super hydrophobic. And I noticed this morning, because my car, it was raining this morning, that panel of glass, because I only applied it to that one piece, and the other piece I'm testing some other stuff on. That one instantly, as soon as I hit the road, instantly, like the water beads were just gone. So anyway, thanks for watching. You have a good one. We will check you out on the next video, or until the next video. Bye.